You don't hate fear, you hate what it exposes. The hesitation, the insecurity, the part of you that knows you're not ready. But what if fear isn't your enemy? What if it's your blueprint? You feel it before every move that matters. Before you hit publish. Before you quit the job. Before you step into the gym. Before you send the message, that tightness in your chest, that voice that says, what if you fail? And every time you listen, you shrink. But listen carefully. Fear is not trying to stop you. It's trying to show you something. You scroll at night. You watch people your age winning, launching, building, becoming, and something inside you twists. You're not lazy. You're not stupid. You're scared. Scared you'll try and prove yourself right. Scared you'll start and not finish. Scared you're already behind. So you delay. You research. You prepare. You tell yourself, soon. But soon is just fear wearing a calendar, and every day you delay. Your confidence erodes. You start negotiating with your potential. You lower your goals quietly so no one sees. You say things like, I'm just being realistic. No, you're being afraid, and that's human. But staying there, that's a choice. Here's the truth, nobody tells you. Fear doesn't mean stop. Fear means weak spot detected. Fear shows you exactly where you lack skill, exactly where you lack discipline, exactly where you lack belief. It's diagnostic, it's data. It's a report card on your identity. If public speaking terrifies you, communication is your weakness. If starting the business scares you, execution is your weakness. If commitment frightens you, discipline is your weakness. Fear is a spotlight, and most people run from the light. But the elite, they study it. They ask, why does this shake me? Because buried inside fear is the exact blueprint of your next evolution. You don't eliminate fear, you interrogate it. You don't silence fear, you mine it. Because every time fear spikes, it's pointing at the version of you that hasn't been built yet. Read that again. The things you fear are the skills you haven't earned. That's not weakness, that's opportunity. You feel fear about money. Build financial intelligence. You fear rejection. Build social resilience. You fear looking stupid. Build competence. Fear is not evil. It's honest, and honesty is power. Most people want confidence first. Wrong order. Confidence comes from evidence. Evidence comes from action. Action comes from moving while afraid. That's the formula. You don't wait until fear disappears. You build until fear respects you, and something else happens when you do this. You become kinder, because once you understand your own weaknesses, you stop judging everyone else for theirs. Strength without empathy is ego. Strength with empathy is leadership, and leaders are forged in fear. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, you run directly toward the thing that scares you most. You make the call, you upload the video. You step into the gym, you say no to distraction. You say yes to discomfort. Your heart races, your hands shake, and you do it anyway. That's the moment. That's the split second where your identity shifts. Because courage isn't loud, it's a quiet decision. I'm done hiding. And when you repeat that decision daily, you become unrecognizable. Not because fear disappeared, but because you got stronger than it. Here's the line that changes everything. Fear is the GPS to your next level. The things that scare you are not random. They are directional. They are precise. They are telling you, build here. You want to come back? Good. Your fear list is your training program. Write it down. Every fear. Now flip it. Each fear becomes a skill to master. Each insecurity becomes a muscle to train. Each doubt becomes a discipline. You don't need motivation. You need exposure. Exposure to discomfort. Exposure to rejection. Exposure to your limits. Because limits are flexible. Identity is trainable. And the person you become on the other side of fear, that version of you doesn't beg for opportunity. It creates it. Fear is the GPS to your next level. You don't eliminate fear. You outgrow it. The things you fear are the skills you haven't earned. So here's the question. Are you going to keep negotiating with your potential, or are you finally going to confront it? Stop asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what weakness is this exposing? That's how entrepreneurs think. That's how comeback stories start. Not with hype, with confrontation. Comment below, what's the one fear you've been avoiding? Face it this week, not next month, not next year, this week. And if this hit you, subscribe. Because we don't run from discomfort here, we build through it. Your comeback starts now.